Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Monday, August 24th. I hope you all just had an outstanding weekend. John Bayler is here, and we are going to talk about the Elks, Illinois Elks. I'm going to go the whole show without saying it. The Children's Care Corporation. I vow right now, John, in front of you, our audience, God, and everybody, I am not going to say the old word.
Well, that's a good thing. we call it the CCC.
This is the crippled chair. That didn't last very long.
Nope. but you're an old elk.
I'm an old, yeah. That's what it was called when I was ER. So I mean that's understandable. But the Children's Care Corporation. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. You're watching us over in Salem on Channel 99, here in Flora, Channel 100. Same story up there in Hartville, up in Watson. We appreciate all you folks up there. All the folks over in West Salem, all over the place. So we do appreciate you tuning in, however you are doing it. John and I were going to talk about, they've got a clinic coming up, give you kind of the rundown of how the Illinois Elks, almost did it again. Mm-hmm. You saw that coming.
I saw that. CCC.
The Illinois Elks CCC, Children's Care Corporation, how that works. And you know, how long does it take till you get the other words out?
I still say it.
Do you really?
I'm very careful. I try not to say it, at the wrong time, but I still say it.
Well, I know the feeling. So we'll talk about all that kind of stuff and all kinds of things here on Big Talk in just a second. What is going on around your area? Anything in your neighborhood today? Well, down in Edwards County, they are conducting their preschool roundup today. It's for kids up to 5 years of age who are not eligible for school here in the fall. For students in the Albion attendance area, the screening is today, and it's going to be at the First Christian Church. You might want to give them a call today to make an appointment. Give them a call at 445-2325 if you have a child too young for kindergarten or too young for first grade, and they will help you get going. For the students who live in the West Salem attendance area, the screening is going to be held tomorrow, and you might want an appointment there, 456-8881. This is a free service, and this will check your children's progress in developmental areas, but they do need you to make an appointment. Again, that's 445-2325 and or 456-8881. Really, that's the only thing I've got going on today. This is National Peach Pie Day. National Peach Pie Day, August 24th every year, celebrating this mouth-watering dessert during the heart of the peach harvest season. And boy, I like it a la mode. Generally speaking, there are two types of peaches, freestone and clingstone. The difference is in the way the flesh comes away from the pit in the middle of the peach. When the meat comes away freely from the stone, it's a freestone. That makes sense. And when the flesh clings to it, well, that makes it a clingstone. So that makes a lot of sense too. Georgia may be the first state that comes to mind when you think of peaches, but actually California leads the nation in peach production. Besides California and Georgia, the other two top producers are South Carolina and, of all places, New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey is one of the top.
I knew they produced a lot of blueberries, but I didn't know peaches.
They must be one of the peach havens of the world. I don't know. How much do you think a medium peach weighs? I'm trying to.
3/4 pound?
No, 2.6 ounces. So that'd be about not even a quarter of a pound.
No.
When's the last time you held a peach in your hand?
Quite a while.
It's been a little bit. Apparently.
I like peaches. I just never bought them.
Apparently, it's been a little while. What else is going on today? This is not only Peach Day. This is also National Waffle Day. National Waffle Day commemorates the anniversary of the first waffle iron patent issued, and celebrate by savoring your favorite kind of waffle. On August 24th, 1869, Cornelius Swarthout of Troy, New York, received his patent for the waffle iron, and while waffles had existed long before then, this invention made them much more readily available. The first electric, I don't know, see, that's the interesting thing. This guy got a patent in 1869, John, on a waffle iron, but then the first electric waffle iron was introduced by General Electric 40 years later in 1911. What was powering this? What is powering the waffle? It must be over a stove.
It'd have to be, yeah.
Yeah. Do you wonder if you heated up both sides?
You about have to do that too
before you. Oh yeah, that's it.
And without the waffle iron, we wouldn't have Nike tennis shoes.
That's right. Nike tennis shoes come from the guy developed it on the waffle iron, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And his wife
for a pattern, yeah.
His wife. So yeah, there you go. You know a lot of stuff. That's very impressive. I'm shocked by that. So yeah, that's what you can do. Invite friends over. By the way, that waffle that's got chicken. Chicken and waffles have become kind of a de rigueur go-to thing for people lately. Do you eat chicken and waffles?
No.
I don't either. I don't understand the attraction to that.
Waffles and maple syrup.
Yeah. Well, they're putting chicken in the maple syrup too.
No, that's not right.
It makes.
I made a mistake and bought I think it was maple syrup flavored bacon once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a mistake. It was too sweet for my palate.
I like a good maple bacon.
Okay.
So I'm all right with that. Actually, if I'm having a waffle, I prefer sausage to a bacon anyway because it sops up more syrup. You've got to have a reason. What else is today? This entire month, I sometimes mention what's going on. August is National Goat Cheese Month. Chances are you've tried it, whether you knew it or not. If you've ever tried a Greek salad with feta, you have had goat cheese. The history of goat cheese goes back all the way to ancient Greece, circa 5000 BC, when the goat was first domesticated. Fresh goat cheese has about half the fat, cholesterol, and calories of commercial cream cheese made from cow's milk, and also known as chèvre. Goat cheese has always been enjoyed a strong popularity around the Mediterranean and Eastern Europe, Africa, Southwest Asia. The first settlers in America included goats, and their inventory of dairy animals in the dairy goat has always been a presence on the typical American farm. You a goat farmer?
No.
Have you ever been a goat farmer?
I have in the past.
I thought you had.
That
was what made you leave goat farming.
That's a topic for another discussion.
Okay, once I asked the question, I think I know the answer to that.
But there's a lot of money in goats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're easy to feed.
No kidding.
Yeah, they'll eat anything.
What's a healthy thing to feed goats? I mean,
whatever they want to eat.
Yeah, I guess that makes some sense.
There's places where they're bringing in goats, and that way they don't have to mow, don't have to trim. I mean, they'll even eat, as far as I know, blackberry briars, and everything.
I've seen occasionally, or I've heard people talking about doing that, but I've never really seen know that anybody actually does that. People will actually use goats as lawnmowers.
I've heard places, yeah. And they're worth so much money because people in Mediterranean and Middle East eat a lot of goat for their holidays and stuff.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Did you ever eat goat?
No, I've never eaten goat.
I didn't know. Yeah. I said, well, other than goat's milk, you've surely had
I don't remember that. but I had
goat
milk.
cheese. I mean, you've surely had goat cheese.
I might have. I don't remember ever doing it.
Well, don't worry about it. It's not it's not a blot on your nature.
Well,
John.
I don't eat any cheese.
Well, so then you're not going to have any goat cheese. That's right. What do you want to see on television? What's on Wabash tonight? Chicago Cubs taking on the Detroit Tigers. That's on Fox Sports 610, and that's Channel 610. Pardon me, Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. It'll be Casey Mize on the mound for the Tigers. The Cubs don't know who yet. Kansas City's going to be in St. Louis. Brad Yeller versus Jack Flaherty, and that's on Fox Sports Midwest, Channel 630. That'll be at 7:15. The Colorado Rockies are in Arizona. Ryan Castellani versus Merrill Kelly. And also 3-game fours on the NBA today, all on TNT, starting around 3 p.m. Oklahoma City versus Houston, Miami versus the Pacers, and Portland taking on the Lakers. All those game fours on TNT starting at 3 o'clock today. That's John Bayler. I'm Bruce Dickey. Do stick around. We are going to get your kids healthy. Back right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. John Bayler is here. He is with, all right, now the executive vice president?
I'm the vice chairman.
Vice chairman, all right. The vice chairman of the Illinois Elks CCC. I'm going to start using that.
That's
instead.
good, yeah. Now you know why we do. Now you know why we do.
Yeah, I bet you do. The Illinois Elks CCC, it used to be a different name. When did that name change take place?
Oh, it's been a few years ago. I'm not for sure exactly when it did change.
I mean, the old name was, all right, it's already said it, but it's a name that folks don't use much anymore, Crippled. It was the Crippled Children's Corporation. Mm-hmm. And I guess the reason for the change was parents probably didn't want their children considered to be crippled, did they?
Well, we want to be PC correct.
Yeah.
So by changing the name, Children's Care Corporation, it gets rid of the cripple part.
Yeah. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. It makes everybody feel better. That's cool. All right, and what is the reason we're here right now is we're talking about what's going on this week on Wednesday here in Flora, right?
Right.
Okay. What is going on? What is the crippled? What's the CCC doing here this week?
We're going to have a clinic at the We're going to have a clinic at the clinic,
okay,
next to the hospital,
yeah,
and Clay County Hospital Medical Clinic, and it's for any child with bone problems, if you will, maybe a foot that's turned out, something that they see an orthopedic doctor for. And parents can make an appointment, bring their child in. They will see, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the doctor's name, so.
Oh, I can.
Okay, you've got that part.
Dr. Fulop.
Okay. Good approved by me.
It's Jolko Fulop.
But we will. The children will see him, and he'll either recommend some device to help the child get better, or tell the parents not to worry about it, or recommend more further treatment at a different hospital.
How many doctors is it a different orthopedist? This is not the only one in the state. The only clinic in the state. Do you guys use a different orthopedist at each different clinic, or is it just, does Dr. Fulop go around, or how's that work?
We use a local doctor. Now he is up with the orthopedic group from.
He's a Wabash.
Wabash.
Yeah.
Okay. And he
Mount
comes.
Carmel.
His group comes to our clinic. I say ours because I'm on the hospital board. To the clinic and takes care of orthopedic patients. Mm-hmm. And I think he might do, or one of his associates will do the clinic then down in Mount Carmel.
Okay. I know that, I believe it was, I'm trying to remember the name of his associate, that they will, not just feet and stuff, they bones, arms, all kinds of stuff. They fixed my mom's wrist. He was when my mother broke her wrist a few years ago.
I hear they're very good.
They are very
good. People
good.
like them.
She's never had another, for personal experience, she's never had another issue, and I've spoken to many, many people who go there. That's the thing. If I'm a parent, what kind of signs even if my child has never been thought to have some kind of a problem, what can I look for maybe to make me consider coming to this clinic just for an evaluation? That's what this is for.
In a personal case, I have 4 bonus children. I have 8 bonus stepchildren, or grandchildren rather. And in my daughter's case, her son was not walking yet, was still in a crib, and she noticed that he had a leg turned.
Really?
And didn't feel it was right. Her and her husband took him to a clinic, one of our clinics down in Mount Vernon, mm-hmm. and saw the doctor down there. He prescribed a brace for him to put on him when they put him to bed at night.
How old was he at this time?
Probably. I don't think
young.
He's over a year old.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 years. In that young group. I don't think he was a toddler yet.
Yeah.
And so they would put the brace on him at night when he went to bed. And I saw him last night, and he runs fast as he can go, and no problem at all.
How old is he now?
Oh, you would ask me. He is. I have 8 of them. I can't remember my own birthday.
Usually, folks know how old their grandchildren. At least you can give me a range. Say he's 12.
I think he's on pre-K or kindergarten.
Okay.
This year. Kindergarten, because he was in pre-K last year. So.
Well, that's good. See, so no, that's good. So basically, it's just if there's nothing wrong. It's a free evaluation, isn't it?
It doesn't cost the parent a penny.
Do people realize when they go into, they think, oh, I'm going to have to fill out insurance forms.
I'm sure they do.
They think that.
Yeah. Now, if it's something more, if they have reasonable insurance and they need more help,
Yeah.
we'll step in and maybe pick up the deductible for it. The hospital, the doctor, I'm not for sure if he donated his services.
I believe
or
he
gets
has.
paid.
Yeah.
But if there's an X-ray needed, the hospital will provide the X-ray, and the CCC pays the hospital the exact amount they bill.
Is that right?
So if they bill, $1,000, they don't squabble like insurance. They
Yeah.
write a check to the hospital and pay the hospital for it.
Well, now that's a nice.
So it doesn't put the hospital or the clinic out of anything.
That's probably what that's another thing. Probably folks occasionally would wonder. They'll think, is this kind of going to be kind of or the hospital is the big bad hospital doing people a big favor? No, they're not. I mean, this is what the hospitals are there for, isn't it? What's the phone number? Who do people need to get a hold of to try to get in?
I gave you that card.
1-800. I thought you knew it. That's why I was asking.
You're back to numbers again.
You're the guest, man. You're the one. 1-800. If you want to make an appointment. If you want to make an appointment with them, call 1-800-272-0074. Usually the guest gives that kind of information.
I never call it. I got it on speed dial.
Oh, that's John Bayler. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little bit more about what's going on, show you some pictures of the kids, some of the kids that have been helped, and then talk about a lot of the other things that the Illinois Children's Care Corporation does. I got it right.
You did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so good. We'll be right back after this word on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
I'm a bunch of wind. And just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drinkpool.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in. John Bayler is here, and we're talking about the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporation. I about did it. You saw that,
yeah.
Oh, you're good. The Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporation, and their clinic is set for Wednesday, starting at 11 a.m. It's by appointment only, but feel free to call. If I'm a parent and I call, what am I walking into? What is the procedure?
I've never called, but I'm assuming you will be assigned a time to show up at the clinic, and there'll be some paperwork, of course, to fill out, background and that type of stuff.
So when I go to the appointment, how long am I going to be there typically, you think?
I was there at a clinic we had a year or so ago, and most people had to wait maybe 5-10 minutes or something like that. It wasn't a long time.
Again, the phone number you need to call to make this appointment is 1-800-272-0074, 800-272-0074. Call them right now, and they'll be able to help you out. Like John was saying, you don't need a medical referral for this.
No, you do not need to see a doctor. Sometimes doctors will tell their patients that the parents that they need to go to one of our clinics. Other times, the parents just show up, call and make an appointment, show up.
And that's the thing that I think folks are scared of. Whenever you talk about going to a doctor, talk about seeing somebody about a problem that you just don't know, you're worried. You put it off because you're worried sometimes, don't they?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the folks that we have been to places in the past. Here's one of the pictures from a previous clinic that young lady is enjoying. Well, they're both having a good time, looks like, with that doctor, aren't they? Mm-hmm. This is, that must be in Kansas. Or either that or the doctor likes Kansas.
He'd say he likes Kansas because it's only in
Illinois. Illinois Children's Care.
Child has to be an Illinois resident.
I'm guessing actually the doctor has a volleyball player at Kansas or something like that. Let's see here. There's a little boy. He's having a good time inside his appointment there. There's another young lady. That child has some headgear. I don't, sometimes I don't wonder I guess, what are the different reasons for that? I'm
not a medical professional, so.
I'm not a medical professional either. And God bless Bill Block, is that his name?
That's his name.
He got us these pictures without giving us captions.
Yeah.
We're just showing them. There's that audience. I see now. This is one of the things.
One of the walkers.
You guys will provide the Illinois Children's Care Corporation probably provides those walkers too.
They do, yes.
And that young lady probably learning how to walk for her. I got to tell you, she may not be pleased about it, but her parents look like they are pleased as punch about her getting to become ambulatory a little bit.
Well, sometimes we had a case. Trying to remember when we met, I think it was last fall, where a child needed a motorized wheelchair, and they found one that was used. Mm-hmm. The price on it was considerably less than a new one, and by providing that for the child, the child was able to get around on its own, And so
how old a child, you think?
I don't remember.
I'm going to quit asking you how old any children.
Yeah, don't ask me how old anybody is.
But the child had not.
Child had a wheelchair and had outgrown it.
Oh, I see.
And needed a bigger wheelchair.
Yeah.
That's the thing about children, as they grow, their bodies grow and everything. We had a child here in Flora who, and I don't remember what her problem was, but when she swam, it did her physical condition good, but she was getting bigger and it was getting more difficult to get her in and out of the pool.
Yeah.
And so they asked for us to buy one of the swing chairs to lower her down in the pool. And by doing that, the girl could go swimming all day long. She had to wait till her dad got home from work to help her into the pool.
To To handle the chair.
To handle the chair, yeah. The mom could get her down in the pool so she could swim and get therapy.
Well, there you go. That's outstanding. See, now that's a success story. Here's that looks like maybe a little success story. There's another young lady in a wheelchair as well. She's had a little bit of work done on her knee there. Hopefully she's doing well. And that's one of the other things the Children Care Corporation probably will do. Well, now we'll talk actually a little bit later with the voluminous things that they do. How long have these? I'm going to ask you another tough question, John. Have the Children's Care Corporation been doing these clinics for kids?
Well, the Children's Care Corporation has been in business over 85 years.
Oh, wow.
I'm not for sure what year they started the clinics. I know they started the scholarships in 1970.
Oh, really?
Physical therapy.
There's a different Illinois Children's Care Scholarship versus the National Foundation Scholarship.
Yes.
How do you apply? What's the application process?
Ours starts the senior year of high school. Any senior who is going to go into physical therapy can apply for a scholarship, and they can now receive scholarships all the way up through their masters.
Oh, really? That's pretty good. Usually, the scholarship assistance programs will end after you receive your bachelor degree.
We just started increasing it on up the way, on up to masters.
I see now.
Actually, a boy from a Wendell Inn area won one of the top scholarships a couple of years ago, and he's
really?
working on his master's. I think at the University of Southern Indiana.
How about that? Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to even stay inside the state for the schooling part of it, do you? Oh, that's really cool. I've got John Bayler here. We are talking about the Illinois Children's Care Corporation and some of the different things they do. Again, they have a clinic coming up this week on Wednesday, and we'll talk more about that as well as a lot of other things the Children's Care Corporation does to help folks out. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. John and I will be back right after these words. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. John Bayler is here with the Illinois Elks, CCC, the Children's Care Corporation. And we've already mentioned a couple times, but I'm going to keep giving the number just so that you'll make sure you give them a phone call if you need to make an appointment for the Children's Care Corporation Assessment Clinic this Wednesday, August 26th, starting at 11 o'clock, and I guess he'll be there till everybody's gone, won't he?
It's usually an hour long.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll be there for a while, but you need to make an appointment at 800-272-0074. And Dr. Joko Fulop will be taking a look at folks. And you'll bring your checkbook and pay all kinds of money. And
No checkbook. Leave your checkbook in the car.
Leave your checkbook in the car. So again, it doesn't. If you have any suspicion, you might make the phone call just because it's better to get something caught early, isn't it?
It is. The earlier the better.
The earlier the better. Okay, the Illinois. You said the Children's Care Corporation has been around for
85 years.
So 1935. What other things other than these clinics? What was the formation? How to get started? What was the reasoning behind it? What else do they do?
Well, the Elks are benevolent by nature. That's it, part of our name, Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks.
Right.
And the powers to be back then decided that they would help kids. Every state has a major project.
Okay.
Some is helping with camps for kids. Some are eye clinics for kids. They all have their own projects. Our major project was decided was to help out children.
Help out the afflicted, I guess.
Afflicted, there you go. Yeah,
afflicted.
That's a good word for it.
Back then in 1935,
you were dealing with polio.
I'm guessing they're dealing with polio all the time, aren't they, or something like that?
And, thankfully, a lot of diseases and ailments and afflictions they were dealing with then are gone now.
Yes.
So they've been eliminated. So it's moved on and evolved.
So is it only orthopedic stuff, or are the other things, or what?
We help any child in need.
Yeah.
Be it autism, cerebral palsy, whatever. Whatever that child needs, we help with them.
And I know that we have now. Granted, this is an Elks organization. Does the corporation ever seek assistance from outside of the Elks? Because I mean, I pay $1.50 or $10 every. I guess $10. It's $10 on my dues, right?
That goes to National Foundation.
Okay, so no, but there's another one. There's another $10 that.
You're a different lodge.
At 1631. Let me tell you how 1631 works. This is how effective Kirk Wallace has been, and in that when you'd pay the $60 dues. Well, I think it was 60 or 70. $60 dues, then $10 National Foundation, which pays for. Heavens to Betsy.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Number
amount.
3 in scholarships given out of the United States.
Unbelievable amount, yeah.
They got knocked out by Bill Gates. They were number 2.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And they were behind the Pell Grants, probably. so now it's Pell Grants, Bill Gates, and the Elks.
Elks, yeah.
Doggone you, Bill Gates. Wait a minute, he probably heard that.
Yeah. I'm going to send a virus to get you. You're so bad now.
You're right. Oh no. The National we throw $10 in National Foundation. Then Kirk added $10 to the annual
CCC.
To the CCC, and that would basically what you'd have probably 1/3 of us in the organization that would pay that, and basically pay for everybody, because the annual dues per person is like $1.50 or something. Not dues, expectation, hope for, donation. So that doesn't answer my question. Do we seek assistance from elsewhere to help pay for stuff, or how's that work?
We'll take money from anybody, and if the family has medical insurance, then we'll oftentimes step in and pay the deductible. Oftentimes, the way high deductibles are nowadays for insurance. Yeah. So we'll step in and pay the deductible.
What's typical, do you think? I mean, a lot of the is this clinic and a lot of the other things that the CCC does, are they a stopgap between maybe what somebody who does not have a regular doctor, somebody who may not have a regular insurance, something like that? Is that how this is serving?
We've actually seen the requests go down
Really?
because of Obamacare.
No kidding.
More people have health insurance now, and the health insurance is they're able to step in and have insurance to buy stuff and pay for doctor's visits and everything. So,
Well, that's good.
so we've kind of turned our direction a little bit to more treatments that insurance won't cover, which we always stayed away from for years.
Like,
I'll tell you one example here. We had a family, and I believe it was single parent, single mom, and she has an autistic son. And there is a camp that she found not too awful far from their house where this child would go for 2 weeks, 24 hours a day, at this camp. And I want to say, back to numbers again, I want to say it was maybe $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
yeah, I can imagine for
this child to go.
a camp for autistic children, you're looking at a pretty high, because the care would have
Round-the-clock
to be,
care.
Yeah.
And we contributed, I think, about a third of the cost. She had a third, and there was another group raising the rest of the money. And there was some debate because we've never funded a lot of new type things and everything.
Yeah. Well, you're with the corporation is used to what they're doing.
Hard items.
Yeah.
Wheelchairs, walkers, computers, iPads, and my thoughts on it, and why I think I actually made the motion to do it, but was to pay for it, was that parent has this child 52 weeks a year.
365 days.
Yep, 24/7.
Yeah.
The parent doesn't get a break. The child doesn't get a break from the parent.
Yeah.
By allowing the child to go to camp for 2 weeks, that parent can relax, can sleep in, can rest, can do whatever they want to do and not worry about getting back to take care of their child.
Well, see, now that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that people don't realize that this corporation is doing, do they?
No, they don't. In one case, and I'll try not to get emotional because I usually get emotional when I tell it, we had a request. The family had a child, and I believe it was a male. He was getting older, and he was starting to crawl out of his bed at night, and he has autism.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so one of the parents was basically having to sleep with one eye open or not sleep at all night long out of fear this child would crawl out of the bed and harm itself.
You had to have one parent probably at all times.
Yeah. And there is a company, believe it or not, and it sounds terribly cruel, but when you think about it, it's the best for the child, that makes a crib that the top will latch where the child can't get out.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it sounds like medieval torture to me.
Yeah.
But stop and think what these parents are going through.
Well, and it's like you say, for the benefit of the child as well.
Exactly.
The benefit. The child might
get out and get burned on the stove or get hurt.
Fall down the steps.
Take something. Yeah, exactly. So it benefits the child. It benefits the parents, and now the parents can sleep all night.
So now, what did the CCC? What was their role in the assistance there?
I think we paid for the entire cost of the crib.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Folks just don't realize. Well, until you walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, you don't realize what somebody else is going to need, do you?
No, and you don't have to be poor to need the CCC.
No.
You don't have to be unemployed. We had one family who I think the father was making six figures, I think $125,000, something like that a year. But they were spending all their extra cash to take care of this one child. They had two other children at home.
Yeah.
Those two other children were missing out on all kinds of stuff because the family just didn't have the extra money to provide for the child that needed it and them. In that case, we stepped in, and I forget what it was we did at this time, but we stepped in, we helped the family out, and I'm thinking, well, you're making $125,000 a year,
Yeah, they don't need our help.
Yeah, you don't need our money. But then I think there's two kids that their lives are not like any other kid's lives because they don't get to do.
Well, that's that makes all the difference there.
It does.
Well, certainly in those other children's lives, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be doggone. That is John Bayler. We are talking about the Illinois Children's Care Corporation as well and their clinic coming up. We're going to come back, wrap things up with John here in just a few minutes, and we'll talk about, we'll again give you the information you need to make the appointment that might help your child. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. John and I will be back in just a moment. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard to find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all of the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in Salem.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
I'm probably too close now. Welcome back, folks. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. John Bayler is sitting over there, and we are talking about the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporation, and they are hosting a clinic again this Wednesday. It's going to be at 11 o'clock, and it is at the Clay County Flora Medical Clinic. And if you're wondering which one that is in Flora, it's the one next to the hospital.
Stacy Burke Drive.
Stacy Berg Drive. See, now I go there whenever I have a foot doctor that I've been to see. I had I don't know what I had. I had flat feet.
Okay.
Had a flat foot issue, and they took me in there, and doctors say he did a great job. So it's very easy to find, and that's a relative. I mean, the building's like 20 years old or something.
The hospital is 20 years old this year. The clinic's newer.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to remember what I saw on the wall.
They're going to have a celebration for the hospital later this year.
Oh, are they?
Kind of got dimmed down because of COVID, but
Yeah. Well, so did everything.
everything did.
So did it. That's a good question. If I come to this, will I need to full PED up and or not PED?
The hospital requires you wear a mask inside, and they will check your fever.
Okay. And
I'm sure when you call to make an appointment, Bill or one of the assistants you talk to will tell you what you have to do.
Make sure that you haven't been coughing or whatever the rules are.
I took my son out there to a doctor last week, and we called when we got in the parking lot, and they came outside and brought us in, checked our fever and all that type of stuff.
Well, that's probably one of the main reasons they need a reservation for this too. I
Part
suspect,
of it, yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because I know that there are still hospitals around, and I don't know if what the current rules are at the Clay County Hospital, but I know that there are hospitals around that are not letting anybody in other than the sick person.
We'll let one family member in.
They are still letting one family. Yeah. There was a friend of mine who did not get to go into the ER with his wife, and you want to talk about bothered? Had to sit out in the car for 6 hours. And the life flight showed up. He didn't know.
Panic attack syndrome.
You talk about a panic attack. And they started making some phone calls and got a hold of his wife. No, that's not for me. But you just never know. So yeah, do pay attention when you do call. They'll give you the information that you're going to need to go in for this clinic. So stay safe. The Illinois Elks Children's Care Office or Children's Care Corporation does so many things. We've only touched on it. Tell me a little bit about the new equipment I occasionally see at playgrounds.
We provide swings that you can put a child on that's either in a wheelchair, or you can pick the child up and put the child in a swing that can be strapped in. And I found out this morning that we don't have any swings like that out at Charlie Brown Park.
See, I would have thought Charlie Brown Park would have had just a bunch.
Well, I thought we did have, and I live close to it. I drove through there. I was going to snap a couple of pictures this morning, and I looked around and So then I talked to Bill Block, and he said, "No, I don't remember ever putting him in Charlie Brown Park. We did one park, well, that's Kiwanis Park on the east end, had two of the swings.
The one on North Street, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Charlie Brown's on North Street too, just a lot farther.
Yeah, changes to old Route 50.
Yeah, a lot farther west. Yeah.
But one case I found out last year, I had somebody contact me and said that my grandson, who's going to be in the 4th grade this year, was trying to raise money to get a swing for a child that's in a wheelchair at Clay City Elementary School.
Oh, is that right?
And they said, well, they told him that he needs to talk to his grandpa, that his grandpa can help with that.
Yeah.
And so I made some phone calls, and we bought a swing that you can put a wheelchair on. It's over at Clay City Elementary School.
I did not realize.
I don't know if they have it installed yet, but we started. Then, of course, winter and COVID and all that type of stuff. But
yeah, here's a picture of what he's talking about a little bit. That is one of them, I guess. That the strap in, huh?
Mm-hmm. It is.
And so this would be actually, whenever I see that, I think that's for just a child who's not old enough to understand they're supposed to hold on to the sides. But that's not what that's for at all.
No, that's too big.
I guess it is too big. Kid could slip out of that.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's a look at another look at that. Here's a look at the. Okay, now this would be the wheelchair swing.
Yes.
Give me an idea. Let's see another picture of maybe a better shot. Give me an idea. You've been around, I think, whenever a child has gotten into that, maybe for the first time.
Actually, I've never seen it being used.
You've never seen it being?
I don't go to the park now.
No.
When my son was little, we went to Kiwanis Park.
You got to take your grandkids.
Yeah, but I never see them that much. They have lives. They're busy.
I don't mean to talk about your problems. No.
I saw them all last night.
You see, now that's the thing. But I can only imagine, and you apparently too, the joy of a kid getting on that swing for the first time whenever they get the opportunity to do something.
That's
like
what Lawson Lame's his name, and I think it was basically a classmate in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he likes to swing. He saw the rest of the kids swing, and this classmate didn't know what it's like to swing because the classmate's in a wheelchair. So hopefully he'll follow, that on with the rest of his life. And
be a giving person. What's what does that now? I can taking a look at this one. I'm guessing that I don't know how much money we're talking about here, but that's probably for the safety, for all the research and safety that goes into it. What's a swing like that cost?
The one for the wheelchair, I know it's right around $4,000.
Well, you see, I can see that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because that's all of one piece, isn't it? I mean, you have
the front, and I assume the back fold down. At least the front folds down so you can push the wheelchair up on it,
right?
And then latch it back up, and then lock the wheelchair down so it won't fall off. But
yeah, but I mean, it's not just it's not just that swing itself. It's the apparatus holding up the swing and everything that is involved.
I don't know if that was already there when they installed that, or that was purchased along with the swing.
Wow, but you see, that's out where the rocket is in the Kiwanis Park. So they see. So what are some? How will folks get? You said they're due scholarships. When do they start needing to think about applying for scholarships?
The forms will be in the. Just went blank.
Well, we're of an age.
The guidance office. I want to say sometime after the first of the year.
Do you do that at all the Clay County high schools?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of, how big of a form is it, and what's the?
It's quite involved.
I was going to say, I figure the procedure for something now this is again the physical therapy scholarship. So
it's quite involved. There's a lot to fill out on it. The main thing, and I'm not on the scholarship committee, thank goodness, because those people work really hard.
Oh, they really
through
do.
All those scholarships.
I was on the ENF scholarship for a while, and yeah, that's a lot
of hard work.
Yeah,
and they say most of them get thrown out because when they arrive in Chatham, they don't have all the papers they need, like income tax, their parents' income tax, and that.
Probably FAFSA and all that kind of stuff.
And they stress to any student doing it, go through, make sure you have everything in there before, and they tell the lodges to do the same thing. Go through them, make sure they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's before you send them up.
Talk to your guidance counselors as well, because they're there to help you walk through the process. And
I've got the figures here, what we gave out in scholarships.
The Children's Care Corporation.
Children's Care Corporation this year.
I wasn't going to make you go to the worksheets there.
Well, that's okay. 5 students received $7,125 in scholarships for the 2021 year, and that's just in the South Central District.
Okay.
The lodges and
the 8 or 9 lodges.
10, I think.
Is it 10 now?
Yes, 10. 10 lodges.
I don't know. I skip meetings. I already told you, John. I haven't been to a meeting since 1995. Since I was ER. No, that's not true. I've gone a few times. Just not very often. John, best of luck to you. Again, the phone number to make an appointment for this Wednesday is 800-272-0074. The Illinois Children's Care Corporation, they're there to help. John.
We got one more second.
You got 15 seconds.
Every penny you donate goes to a child. So whatever you donate to the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporation, it all goes to a kid. No administrator gets a nickel.
There you go. That's music to people's ears.
Mm-hmm.
Same story on the National Foundation, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not on the National Foundation.
You need to go to a meeting, too. Thanks for watching, folks. That's John Bayler. I'm Bruce Dickey. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
I forgot to bring that.